It says solve the equation, and the equation has these four fractions in it. So let's get rid of those fractions. We can do that by multiplying both sides of the equation by the least common denominator. And the denominators are 5 and 8. And so the LCD would be 40. All right, so here's what it looks like. I'm going to spread out the terms a little bit. It's the exact same equation. But if I multiply this side by the LCD, then that means I'm multiplying this side by 40. So I'm going to write 40 over 1 since all these are fractions. But when we do this, we have to use the distributive property, and 40 gets distributed through the parentheses. It's just going to look like that, 40 times y over 5 and 40 times 3 over 8. So the result is to take the left side and multiply both terms by 40. And the same thing will happen here. I've multiplied the right side by 40, which turns into multiplying this and this by 40. So let's just write it that way to start with. And so our equation will look like this: 40 times that first term, and then 40 times this second term here, and then 40 times this, and 40 times that. And we did all that because we know that when we multiply by the least common denominator, the fractions will go away. How? Well, this is how. 5 goes into 40 8 times. So this turns into 8y. 8 goes into 45 times, so this just turns into 15. And on this side, 8 goes into 45 times. 8 goes into 45 times. So there's a bunch of 8's there. All right, so simplified, it looks like this. 8y plus 5 times 3 is 15 is equal to, and this is 5y minus 15. So now we don't have any fractions, but we still have y's on both sides of the equation. I want all the y's on one side or the other. I'm just going to move them to the left because I've got more y's on the left. So using our rule of thumb, it says if you've got the variable on both sides, just move it to the side that has the most. That way we end up with a positive y term. If we're going to do that, we're going to subtract 15 from both sides to make this positive 15 go away. So this turns into 8y, the 15's cancel, is equal to 5y. Negative 15 minus 15 is negative 30, or minus 30. Now I'm going to move the 5y to the left by subtracting 5y from both sides. So 8y minus 5y is 3y. 5y's cancel, is equal to a negative 30. And divide both sides by 3. So that leaves us with y is equal to negative 30 divided by 3 is a negative 10. So the solution is y is equal to a negative 10.